our next guest is an ODU grad, as well as an actor, a model, a father to 2 little girls, and on top of all that, he's a best-selling author. Let's welcome Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hey,
Thank
how you
you
doing?
so much for joining me. We're going to get to your book in a second here, but can you first tell me a little bit about your background?
Let's start. I was born on a military base. I'm a military brat, Marine specifically. I was raised between this area and Jacksonville, North Carolina. I went to high school here, graduated from Lansdowne High School, and I actually went to North Carolina A&T, and then I transferred to Old Dominion. I graduated with a degree in computer science. I actually work as a cybersecurity engineer, and on the side, I actually work on this book. I dropped this book in 2020 originally, and then I actually revamped it to be more appealing and marketable. So yeah, put my face on it and just made it more palatable to the eye on the shelf. So,
All right.
Yeah.
Now, how did you get into writing? Because we were talking before this, and you've been writing for a really long time.
Yes, I've been writing since I was 7. I actually wrote children's books in 2nd grade. I actually went into actually writing poetry and then quotes, and I've done spoken word. I've done all forms of writing. But actually from when I decided to do the book, it actually was all sitting in my computer. So I just took all the writing from my computer and I just put it into a good cohesive form where you follows different things of love, masculinity, boundaries, dependency, things of that nature. So basically I kind of wrote it backwards. It was already written and I just organized it.
Okay, so your book is called Lines to Connect the Dots, and it's a book of like self-help quotes.
Yes.
Right?
And I know you guys are talking on Valentine's Day, and one of the themes of the book is actually love, and I actually have a nice section of quotes themed by love in the book.
That's so exciting. Now, what drove you to want to write self-help quotes? Because that's a very niche, I feel like, sector of reading there.
I can't really say. It's been innate. I actually enjoy like helping people throughout their lives, and I always say it's not necessarily about giving people all the answers. It's also about just inspiring the right questions within people. And I'm not going to sit here and claim that this book is going to sit here and save your life, but it will actually inspire you to ask the right questions of yourself intrinsically and as far as the world too.
Right.
And I think that's what it's about. It's about providing bridges for people as far as covering those gaps that maybe life will give.
Right. And we are seeing some of the quotes from the book up on the screen. I love those quotes that make you kind of ponder and make you think.
Yeah.
Like you're not done reading at the end of the page because you're still thinking about what
Right.
you just read.
Right.
Now, how does it feel knowing that the words you have written and now published are affecting other people's lives and helping them?
It's priceless. It's really priceless. I've made a little money off the book, but that doesn't even begin to compare to when people still send me messages or stop me when I'm out and say, hey man, I bought your book. It really helped me get through a rough month or a rough year, or I actually go back to it every morning just to get little motivation throughout the day. So that kind of stuff kind of makes it all worth it, because this book it's not paying the bills. Like, let's be honest, it's a great passion project, and I think when people come to me and it really affects their lives, that's what really means the most.
Perfect. And what is coming up next for you?
I'm actually working on the 2nd book. It's the same format. I write every day. Like I'll be at work and I'll just be jotting in my notebook. I have my notes in my phone are atrocious. There's actually a lot of writing in there. And I'm actually working on I probably have enough material for 2 more books. I'm actually working on the 2nd one and just doing it the same way, just reorganizing the quotes and trying to make something that's a little different, a little heavier, and yeah, just the 2nd book, yeah.
So whereas most people say, hey, I have an idea for this book, and then they have to write it, you said, I have all of this material, now I need to get it down into book form.
Right.
Very cool. I think that's probably the signature of a true writer, huh?
Yes.
Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Chris Featherston, And you can find me on TikTok at Chris D. Featherston. You can find the book on Amazon.com. Just search Lines to Connect the Dots with my name, Chris Featherston, and it'll pop up.
Well, Chris, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I'm definitely going to grab a copy of that book. It is available on Amazon.
Thank you.
Now we have to take a quick break, but when we come back, how well do you know your Valentine? Stay right there.